Merry Christmas from the Disclosure Artist. I am going to be reviewing another movie Netflix came out with. It's a Christmas movie, and it is once again chock full of disclosure. It is called Christmas Chronicles, and there's even a second part to it that came out this year. The first part came out 2 years ago. It's with Kurt Russell. Spoiler alert for this movie and the last movie I reviewed. They're both fairly new. But basically, I'm going to get right into it. The sleigh reins that Santa Claus is flying around with, they are consciousness-assisted technology. They open portals, and they allow people to travel across vast expanses of space instantaneously. He uses it, and he lets another occupant use it as well, and it works just the same. You think about where you want to go while holding it, and it takes you there. It's literally like a jump rope, where you teleport from Earth to Mars. That was a special access project in the 70s. The Santa Claus that they portray in this film is an action-packed Santa Claus. He can teleport from house to house as a light being. He's got, of course, a super high-tech surveillance database in the North Pole. And letter sorting facility. Everybody's information is kept super secret and organized. The sack that he uses to carry his presents in itself is a portal to the North Pole. Otherwise, how could you possibly fit everything inside of it? The naughty list itself is a family tree of initiated true believers. So this is suggesting that they're following these people throughout time, their family lineage, and keeping contact with the same people. And these kids are from a family that can see otherworldly beings, such as Santa Claus. So they're the ones who have an intimate lesson with a supreme being. And he uses elven beings, which are living on Earth. They're a real species. And he can manifest objects at will. He's all-knowing. He's more than a saint. He's more like a godlike figure. And towards the end of the movie, he gives an ornament that allows for speaking to a dead relative. In this case, it's a boy talking to his father. And this is real technology. In part 2, there is an evil Christmas elf who makes a toy to time travel. It's a time travel device which allows the female protagonist to meet her child version of her own father 30 years in the past, which is very reminiscent of Project Pegasus information I've gone over about Andrew Basiago, stuff that he's disclosed. And later on in the film, the elves get doused by what's called Elfsbane in a very similar fashion by the evil elf, which reminds you much of how the CIA poisoned that whole town in France with LSD. I mean, the movie itself is beautifully done and a very worthwhile watch, but it's super loaded with technological disclosure, and I recommend anyone to see it. Happy New Year!